Hi you guys, I'm 22 Tiger Dude. Such a good day. I bought myself an Iron Man mask from Kmart for only like $6 just to wear for the 9 o'clock p.m. showing for Iron Man 3.
Repulsor blast. Target engaged. Target locked on. I am Iron Man.
I've also got this insanely awesome cup. This is like without a doubt the best cup I've ever had. It's just so awesome. Look at that. And then that's not it, but you can take this off, take this off, and then look, a keychain connected to the cup. It doesn't get any better than that. Iron Man 3 is directed by Shane Black. It stars Robert Downey Jr., Gwyneth Paltrow, Don Cheadle, Rebecca Hall, Guy Pearce, Jon Favreau, and Ben Kingsley. Alright, so Iron Man 3, it takes place after the events of the Avengers, and Tony Stark, he is like traumatized for what he saw. It hasn't been the same since he came home from New York. As a Mandarin, he's taken him down, and so now Tony Stark is out on the search for the Mandarin. So going into Iron Man 3, I was super excited for this film. And if you guys saw my top 16 most anticipated films of 2013 video, you know that I actually put Iron Man 3 as my number one most anticipated film of the whole summer. I liked Iron Man 3. I thought it was a fun film. It was enjoyable. Is it as good as the original? No. Is it as good as the Avengers? No. It is better than Iron Man 2 though. Iron Man 3 didn't quite live up to my hype though. I do unfortunately have problems with the film, but let me just go ahead and go into the good things, what made me at least liked Iron Man 3. Now, first of all, what I liked about Iron Man 3 was the story. It was solid. I actually enjoyed the fact that it was more of a Tony Stark film than an Iron Man film, because if you notice in the film, Tony Stark, he does most of his own stunts. Like, there's action, but most of the action just involves Tony Stark. And I thought that was just very interesting. Plus, he's actually out of the suit. Even when you see Iron Man, he's not really in his suit, actually. He's using all these gadgets, and the gadgets he used were really cool. Robert Downey Jr., do I really have to say it? He's fantastic as Tony Stark. The man is a complete genius. Don Cheadle, he was very enjoyable here. I actually found him a little more enjoyable as the Iron Patriot than he was as War Machine, because disappointingly, he was only War Machine and the finale of Iron Man 2. That was it. But Don Cheadle, it's nice to see him do something, and just like Tony Stark, you actually see Don Cheadle kicking some ass without Iron Patriot. That was interesting too. It was more of a human movie. Some people say this does not have a lot of action. Some people say this has a lot of action. Like, this is absolutely action-packed. For me, I honestly think it did have a lot of action. But when there was action, it was awesome. It was visually stunning. It blew me away, and it was just a complete blast, and it has me at the edge of your seat. One of my favorite action scenes in this film was that airplane scene, you know, where everyone's falling down and Iron Man has to try to find a way to save them. I thought that was a very good scene. The way the people were falling down looked so cool and real. And I thought that scene was handled well, even though you could kind of see how it was going to end, but I still thought it was an awesome and edge of your seat scene. Gwyneth Paltrow, I thought she did a good job here. She had something to do here, so she didn't feel anything wasted or underused. Rebecca Hall, she acted well here. Take out her character, the movie wouldn't be any different. So, good actress, enjoyed her presence, but she didn't need to be here. Jon Favreau, who was the director of the first two Iron Man films, he's not the director for this. Shane Black is the director, but Jon Favreau had an acting role in this film as Happy Hogan. And while Jon Favreau did not have a huge part, I enjoyed his role. His role was very cool to see. And he hasn't really done an acting role in a while, so good to have him back on the screen. We have Guy Pearce as the villain. Guy Pearce, he acted pretty well as a villain. In fact, he's actually the only villain in this film that had good acting. That's right. Now it's time to go to the problems I did have with Iron Man 3. First of all, the pacing. The pacing in Iron Man 3 was very rushed. Very rushed. Like, pretty much all the way through the film, it felt like they were just rushing things too fast. The pacing for Iron Man 3, I can't say was really that great. The other villains that were in this film, I thought were wasted. I thought the acting was terrible. Pretty much all the villains, except for Guy Pearce, their acting was just awful. And yeah, it was kind of painful to watch on screen, actually. We also go into the humor. Now, most of the time, this film is outrageously hilarious. I'm not kidding you. This film actually cracked me up till I couldn't breathe. The humor, for the most part, was just very well done. And it's actually funnier than the first two Iron Mans, actually. So I overall enjoyed most of the humor. Some of the humor, however, did feel very, 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 very forced. And there were times in this film where I'm all like, yeah, okay, that humor wasn't really needed. Actually, not at all it was needed. Ben Kingsley as Mandarin, he's good. He's good, he's fine. I just felt like Ben Kingsley, he really did not need to be in this film though, but I guess he was fine here. He was pretty good for what he had. And the finale of the film was overall, of course, enjoyable. It's really cool to see all those Iron Mans just coming. So, it was a blast. While it still felt rushed, because like I said, pretty much the whole movie felt rushed in terms of pacing for me. But I enjoyed the finale despite the rushed pacing. We also have the bond between Tony Stark and this kid, and I really enjoyed their relationship. Their relationship was actually one of the best parts out of the whole film. They were like cracking jokes at each other. Tony Stark was being hilarious. The twist, I'm not going to spoil it. It did piss me off. The twist was awful, and that's all I'm going to say. So, overall, Iron Man 3, it's a good movie with an awful twist, amazing action sequences, solid storytelling, very good acting, and very good characters all around. So, if you guys love this film, I am so glad you do. I just wish I was one of those people that loved Iron Man 3. If you guys hate this film, I completely understand why. And yes, I can understand why it may be such a huge letdown to some people. I don't know what Shane Black was thinking with that twist, honestly. And while it's not going to be in my top 10 best films of 2013, which I really want to add, why did it have to have problems? Why? It was still a good film, and I still had a lot of fun with it. So I am going to give Iron Man 3 3 out of 4 stars. It didn't live up to my hype, but it was good, and I thought it started off the summer season of films to a good start. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe to my channel. Comment below and give me your opinion of the film. Like and share this video. I hope you enjoyed this, and don't forget that I will always have Tiger Power!